We're counting down the 6 rare traits found in chronic overthinkers, based on the latest psychology and real-world evidence. From strengths that quietly reduce self-doubt to habits that fuel relentless mental loops, each item earned its spot for how it drives overthinking, not just describes it. Some may surprise you with their upside, others reveal what truly sets overthinkers apart. Let's begin with number 6. In 6th place, a powerful drive for meaning and contribution stands out among chronic overthinkers. In the United States, more than half of unpaid caregivers describe their deepest motivation as a sense of purpose, wanting their efforts to matter, not just to get things right. This orientation toward service is what Alfred Adler called social interest, the healthiest direction the mind can take. When your mind feels unsafe, it turns inward. When it feels meaningful, it turns outward. Research shows that caregivers who focus on contribution experience less self-rumination and greater emotional resilience, even under stress. Their days might include mentoring, volunteering, or simply making sure someone else is okay. This outward focus sets a benchmark for the other traits, showing how the same engine that fuels overthinking can, when aimed at usefulness, become a source of strength and connection. In the 5th place, the cockpit of Qantas Flight 32 reveals the rare power and risk of future simulation. On November 4, 2010, as a catastrophic engine failure tore through the world's largest passenger jet, Captain Richard de Crespigny and his crew did more than follow checklists. They mentally rehearsed over 50 different emergency scenarios as the crisis unfolded. Every possible outcome was mapped in their minds: fuel leaks, loss of hydraulics, even a water ditching. This relentless simulation, rooted in Adler's idea of fictional final goals, turned chaos into strategy and brought 469 people safely back to Earth. Your imagination can design a future or imprison you in one. For these pilots, the same force that could have triggered panic instead forged a path through uncertainty. Their story is a testament to how imagination, when aimed at action, can save lives. Yet unchecked, it can also trap us in endless what-ifs. In 4th place, replaying conversations reveals a deep sensitivity to social evaluation. According to a 2023 survey of 1,500 adults, 65% admit to mentally reviewing what they said after social interactions. That experience is even more common among women, at 68%, compared to 52% of men. This pattern is not just about anxiety or regret. It reflects a mind tuned to the nuances of belonging and significance. Overthinking is often the mind's attempt to secure belonging. Reading between the lines, replaying tone, and editing messages are all signs of relational vigilance. That vigilance can become a strength when it leads to empathy and social intelligence, but it becomes a trap when it spirals into self-doubt. For people who overthink, every interaction can feel like a test, with acceptance or rejection hanging in the balance. In 3rd place, hyper-responsibility stands out as the hallmark of high-achiever fixers. This is the person who cannot leave a task half done, who mentally rehearses every conversation, and who double-checks each email before hitting send. In demanding work environments, many driven professionals feel that success depends on their vigilance. If they do not anticipate every problem, something will slip. Adler described this as a strategy to guard against feelings of inferiority, where the burden to prevent mistakes or criticism becomes almost automatic. You don't just want things to go well, you want to ensure they cannot go wrong. While this mindset can fuel leadership and reliability under pressure, it often comes at a cost. Extended work hours, chronic guilt, and a sense of carrying everyone's needs become the norm. Hyper-responsibility can build competence, but left unchecked, it breeds burnout and resentment, turning strength into a source of exhaustion. In the 2nd place, the graduate student rabbit hole reveals the intense drive for competence that so often fuels overthinking. For many, the pursuit of mastery leads not just to high standards, but to endless research, comparison, and preparation, sometimes at the expense of action itself. A 2023 study tracking 600 graduate researchers found that half lost more than 5 hours each week to non-essential deep dives, chasing every possible source or angle before making a move. This pattern is not just about wanting to be thorough. It is about seeking protection from mistakes, embarrassment, or feeling unprepared. The goal isn't perfection, it's protection. Under pressure, the mind clings to the idea that if every variable is controlled, nothing can go wrong. Yet this intensity can backfire, leading to paralysis and missed opportunities. The rabbit hole sets the stage for the next layer, the private rules that quietly dictate how much is ever enough. And finally, in first place, rigid self-criticism emerges as the hidden core of chronic overthinking. Beneath the surface, a powerful inner rulebook shapes every decision, rules formed early, often outside conscious awareness. In a 2024 survey of 1,200 urban professionals, 40% endorsed statements such as, "If I don't think it through, I'll get hurt. If I'm not prepared, I'll be exposed. If I disappoint someone, I'm not worthy." These are not just passing thoughts. They operate as private logic, quietly organizing every habit of mind. Overthinking follows rules you didn't consciously choose. This inner code explains why all the previous traits, hyper-responsibility, social vigilance, and endless preparation, feel so urgent. The mind is not simply anxious. It is loyal to a set of rules designed to protect against shame, rejection, or failure. Naming these rules is the first step toward shifting from self-criticism to self-understanding, and from rigid control to genuine courage. Across all 6 traits, one pattern stands out. Overthinking is a drive for safety and significance, not a flaw. Redirected, these traits can fuel real courage and contribution.